Hi and welcome to Rainy Dewey's Art Spot. My name is Lorraine. My name is Rainy. You can call me Rainy. This video is about how to handle rejection when it comes to your art. So let me give you a little backstory first. Over the past couple of months, since I retired, I've been trying to find my daily rhythm. At this point, a couple of things are firmly established in my day. Like the first thing, no matter what, I start the coffee. It's always been like that, and I don't expect it to change. Gosh, I hope not. And the second thing is relatively new, and that is that I need to take my dog Tucker outside for his morning, shall we say, his morning testimonial. Those two things are firm and immovable, and everything else, it seems, is up for grabs at this point. Before I retired from my office job, I thought about my art, and I thought that my art would take a front seat before and everything else except coffee. And I have always had hopes and dreams for my art journey, and so I imagined myself working every day in the art room, trying to learn more and refine my techniques in watercolor. And I still want to explore oil painting more seriously. But what's happening is a little surprising, because while my art is still playing a prominent role in my life, it is taking a back seat to a few other things. So what's happened is there are things that I couldn't have considered doing, but now that I'm retired, I can say yes to. So the first one is art related. I have begun to paint again with a group of mostly women. There's one guy in the group, and we paint once a week in the morning. It's a great place to paint and to share, and there is like zero pressure, so it's a great environment. I find that joining other creative people to paint is a great way to keep you going when you just don't feel like it, or when you're in a slump. For me, it's a great motivator, and I've learned from every person in the group, truly. I do believe we need one another, both creatively and generally, as human beings on this human journey. The other thing I've also added is a women's Bible study group to my list of commitments. I've not studied the Bible much, and so I'm finding the discussions in this group are helping with understanding, and it's been a really great addition to my day. The format's pretty casual and everybody's really nice. So I could never have participated in either group while I was working full-time because they're daytime schedules. So these two commitments are also fixed, but otherwise my day is a bit of a crapshoot. There is one thing that I had hoped to do once I retire, and that is to participate in some of our local outdoor shows. I've done that in the past on and off, and with COVID, of course, there was a long break, but now that things hopefully are starting to subside, I was hoping to become an exhibitor again at some of the local art shows. Go out in public, see and talk to people. I mean, I really enjoy it. I was looking forward to it. So that's Tucker. Hold on. Okay, so Tucker's taken care of. So with the idea of participating in these local art shows, I sent out my digital slides with my application to one of our local shows. This show is juried, so that means that not all applications are accepted. I suppose because I'd been accepted in the past at this show, I had high hopes of being accepted this time, and then I wasn't. Honestly, it came as a bit of a blow when I received my email, my rejection email. It was all nice and sweet, you know, thank you, this and that, but essentially it was saying, you're out. And now I know that my work isn't the best work around, nor the worst, so I was hopeful that I would be accepted. I suppose you could say my feelings really were hurt a little, and it brought up old feelings of insecurity that I've done battle with over the years. So I interpreted this rejection to mean, you're no good, we don't want you, which is, I know it's a bit crazy, but anyway, I'm an artist. So this rejection brought me back to the beginning when I first began going to these outdoor shows. And I've been painting for about 5 years when I decided to take my work out to this small show. It was, you know, it was an outdoor show. The show was held and organized at a small church. It was low-key, seemed like a good place to start. So I packed up my paintings. I had some framed and some not a ton of stuff, but I felt prepared. And I remember my display was really simple. I think it was like pegboard, sandwich board type things. I'm sure I look like a total greenhorn, a real newbie, but anyway, I was so stressed that day. Oh my goodness. I remember people walking by and looking, and some people wouldn't look, and I took that as a personal rejection, you know, and I know now that's not so. Some people just aren't interested, and it's not a reflection, it's not personal. But anyway, when you're first getting started, it's really hard to separate your art, you know, from your ego, I suppose. But anyway, at that particular show, my very first ever, I was set up next to this oil painter who had these beautiful life-size oil paintings. They were really exquisite, and I thought, oh no, how will my work ever be seen next to that? And what's more, her work was voted People's Choice Best of Show. So man, I was totally deflated that day, and I went home with this immense headache. I really was crushed. You know, I had high hopes when I went, but there were no sales and no awards, and I don't remember, but I suspect someone gave me a kind word or two, but I didn't remember that. I just went home deflated. So, you know, as happens in life sometimes, these not so good moments can end up being pivotal moments if you let them be. So I remember thinking, once I got home, to the safety of my home, I thought, you know, I have a decision to make. Am I so crushed that I'm going to quit? Or maybe I should try harder and try to do better and for next time. So thankfully I chose the latter, and I went on to paint this little porch scene that at that point in my painting career, it was my best effort. It was a beautiful little painting. It taught me about light and shadow, and the most important thing it taught me was about not quitting. So here I am again, no awards, no sales, and actually no entry. So what am I planning to do with this latest rejection? So, well, the one thing I do know, and I have learned over time, is that trying and sometimes not succeeding are just a part of life. And in order to succeed, we have to keep our hat in the ring. You got to be in it to win it. It's taken me a long time to get to this place of such easy acceptance of a rejection. And I don't want to mislead you. I mean, that's not to say this rejection didn't tweak me a little, but I know that sometimes God has other plans, and I don't know what they are for sure, but I do know that whether I get accepted or rejected, as long as I'm able, I will paint or draw or do some other creative endeavor. If I have a stack of paintings in the corner and I never go to another show, I'll continue to paint, come what may. It's just, it's the place where I feel I can go. I feel connected to God, and I feel in balance. It recharges my batteries. So anyway, though, that's my 2 cents worth on rejection and how to handle it. And finally, I wanted to say the sketch that I'm doing here is how I'm coping with this latest rejection. I'm going back to doing or trying to do a really good solid drawing of a subject that I love. I've always loved horses. Ever since I was a kid, I used to have one of my own. And so I'm going back to the basics, and I'm going to take my time This drawing you see here is real time. It's not time-lapsed, so it might seem a little boring, but you can see I make a lot of lines, I make a lot of corrections, and this is how I start. I'm using an 8B pencil. It's really soft and dark, and I like it. And this is a smooth Bristol paper. And what I'm going to do is take my time. I'm going to take my time with this drawing and try to make it right, and to do my best effort to this stage. And so that's how I'm handling this latest rejection. I'm doubling down. So anyway, if you have any ideas or motivation on how you've handled rejection in your art career, please leave a comment. I would love to hear any of the wisdom that you've accumulated over the years through your art journey. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. It will really help me out a lot. And if you like this video and would like to be notified when others are posted, please subscribe. Again, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it.
Won't you tell